Dave Neilson, Fantasy Sports Giant, coming back to you Week 4 running back waiver wire watch. And for your fantasy football leagues, we got some injuries that you might want to keep an eye on and some guys that you might want to pick up in your fantasy football leagues. First off, running back Ty Montgomery for the Green Bay Packers should go Thursday night against the Chicago Bears, battling a little bit of a wrist injury right now. However, they do not think it is serious, and he should be able to play on Thursday night. However, keep an eye on him because he's already had 59 touches this season. As the season goes on, those touches are going to add up, and he's going to get banged up, I'm pretty sure. So keep an eye on him. Ty Montgomery, however, should play Thursday night. Also, we got Melvin Gordon battling a little bit of a knee injury right now. It was a late entry into the injury report last week against the Kansas City Chiefs. Missed some time during the game, came back. It's a bone bruise right now. Both he and his coach have downplayed this injury. They believe he will be fine and ready to go Sunday against the Philadelphia Eagles. Then you have Matt Forte battling a toe injury. They thought it was broken. The Jets thought it was broken. However, it is not. Still can miss some time here, so Bilal Powell obviously will be the benefactor of that. Then in Washington, Rob Kelly missed last week's game with a rib cartilage injury. They consider him day-to-day. We'll see what happens there. Also, Samjay Pirine battling a bruised hand. They believe he will be fine to play. Keep an eye on Rob Kelly, obviously. And then the big injury, Darren Sproles, torn ACL, out for the season. And that's hurts a lot of fantasy owners because this guy was a pretty good flex option in most fantasy leagues. So then we're going to go ahead with waiver wires that you might want to look at. Duke Johnson, 6 receptions, 81 yards last week, and a touchdown for the Cleveland Browns. Obviously, the Browns are going to be playing from behind, so the passing game will be the big thing there for the Cleveland Browns, and Duke Johnson heavily involved in that passing game. So Duke Johnson is the first guy you want to take a look at. Alvin Kamara, same type of deal here. I think he'll be heavily involved in that New Orleans Saints passing offense. They throw the ball there in New Orleans, so I like Kamara. I think he's the best of the three-headed monster they have there, if that's what you want to really call it. I don't know if it's a three-headed monster because Ingram and Peterson really have not done much this season. Then you have Wendell Smallwood, who will benefit the most from Darren Sproles' injury. I think he will take over the Darren Sproles role, and I think he can do some big things there for the Philadelphia Eagles. 71 yards rushing last week off 12 carries. I like Smallwood the rest of the way this season. Then you have Deontay Foreman for the Houston Texans. Had 2 big plays for the Houston Texans. 2 receptions, 65 yards. Look at it this way. Right now, pick him up and stash him. Lamar Miller, if he doesn't live up to it in the next couple weeks, I think Deontay Foreman becomes a bigger factor for that offense for the Houston Texans. So pick him up, stash him away. Also, Jamal Charles. Last week, 9 carries for 56 yards and a touchdown. I like him as well, and you should definitely pick him up if he's available. I think he's available in 40% of leagues right now. And he should be a good flex option for you. Then you have Giovanni Bernard and Corey Clement. Clement caught a touchdown, or had a touchdown for the Philadelphia Eagles. Again, Smallwood and LeGarrette Blount are both there, so this is more of a digging deep type of guy. Same with Giovanni Bernard. However, if the Cincinnati is playing from behind, throwing that ball, Bernard definitely gets an expanded role there for Cincinnati. More of a flex option there. And then finally, if you need a handcuff for Melvin Gordon, obviously it's Brandon Oliver. He would benefit the most if Melvin Gordon has problems with this knee injury. So definitely, if Brandon Oliver is available, which I'm sure he is in most leagues, pick this guy up, and he's a good handcuff for Melvin Gordon. This has been Dave Neilson, your Fantasy Sports Giant. Stay tuned. I got waiver wires for wide receivers and tight ends, and we will see you very soon.